Hello and welcome! In this video, we will discover the 10 shocking benefits of waking up at 5:30 a.m. I have never believed that waking up early has anything to do with my productivity or mental state of being. However, my recent circumstances have forced me to rethink my schedule. It has only been a month and I can see visible changes that inspire me to thrive for better life goals. It did not seem plausible to maintain agency over the way your day passes when you have multiple commitments to stand by. Much like 80% of the American population, I carried the monotony of doing the same work every day without having the motivation to challenge this drudgery. I thought it is natural to not have time for yourself. Well, crisis leads to discovery, just as necessity is the mother of invention. My emotional capital was drained enough to push me into trying to wake up early. No wonder, it was hard in the beginning. But once I started waking up by 5:30 a.m., I was able to see new opportunities and waves of hope in front of me. 1 month later, I am confident enough to say that I won't trade this habit for anything. We thought it is our responsibility to pass the word around because growth is a phenomenon that happens in collectiveness and togetherness. So here we are to challenge your old habits and give you 10 shocking benefits of waking up by 5:30 a.m. We hope this will help you in moving towards a more gratifying schedule. But just before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to download your free book to change your life by clicking on the link in the description below the video. 1. Command over your day. Do you remember the one thing you wanted from your life was the control over how you spend your day? You wanted to have the authority to plan your routine. You were sure that being on your own would yield the most effective results. It is time to achieve that. Starting a day at 5:30 a.m. means you begin your activities with the break of dawn. You have time to divide your hours for multiple activities. You can set out the plan for the day and prepare your mind to get ready for it. Organizing your time gives you the psychological relief to perceive the idea that you have enough time. The spirit of relaxation and calm releases positive hormones, increasing the chance of you spending your day more productively. You feel entitled to give your mind the peace it deserves, and that leads to better management skills. 2. Productivity over procrastination. People have exploited the term procrastination when defining their routines. Well, you will have to check your dictionary and chuck that word out if you start waking up at 5:30 a.m. You heard it right. Productivity comes from a place of focus and concentration. When you have a complete sleep, you do not extend it beyond 5 to 6 hours. Your mind functions at the right pace without feeling exhausted and lazy. You wake up with a more organized set of thoughts that guide you to invest your time accurately. This gives you a sense of achievement. You can contribute better when you have a more concrete vision and mastery over self. 3. Better performance. It is not a myth that early risers achieve more than ordinary people who wake up an hour before they set out for the day. Oprah Winfrey, Tim Cook, and Michelle Obama are only a few names out of the many legendary figures who have adopted this habit. Our body works in a cycle, and if that cycle is maintained, the body and mind give optimal results. When you have time and your body is active, you get the perk of having a critical perspective that wants to strive for things that you like. You do not function mechanically, but consciously. This directly influences your performance in personal and professional realms. This sense of awareness that comes from spending quality time alone in the morning bridges the gap between the brain and the heart. You become practical and yet emotionally driven towards your goals. 4. Better mental being. My friend Rachel, who is also a human rights activist, faced immense trouble in holding herself together when she faced resistance in her field. The job of standing up for oneself comes with inherent stress. The problem was that after a long, tiring day, she had no time to breathe slowly and calm her mind. She changed her routine after reading many self-help journals and began to rise at 5:30 a.m. Her experience has been beautiful. I have heard her tell me peculiar details of everyday phenomena, like the blooming of leaves, the slow shift of the sky from black to blue. Her journey had inspired me to take up this as a challenge. Rachel had begun to appreciate her life, and I honestly wanted the same for myself. Waking up early gives you the solace of being alone. You tend to grow in a personal space because you get time to acknowledge yourself and your struggles. 5. Willpower and strength. Honestly, one of the reasons why we cut ourselves out from physical activities such as walking, jogging, or gymming is because we do not feel confident about ourselves. When you know that you haven't achieved your professional goals, you lose the energy and willpower to invest in anything personal. That brings us to the most significant change that I have seen since I started waking up early. I have gained a new emotional strength to take up accountability of how things progress in a schedule. Even if I have an exhausting discussion with my boss, I do not feel hopeless and worthless. Waking up early, rather, inspires me to burn my negative energy. Usually, I come back home from work and retain the energy to do a quick workout. That releases my toxic thoughts and makes me more accepting of myself. 6. Organize your meals. Do you not hate the frustrating necessity of buying fast food on your way to work because you couldn't prepare your healthy meal? If yes, then it is the time you do something about it. It is not difficult to organize your diet and follow it religiously. As I started waking up early, I realized it takes only 20 to 30 minutes to prepare a wholesome meal that keeps your calories in check and gives you enough nutrients required. You also get to spend enough time in having your first meal of the day properly. When you wake up early, you fulfill your needs that stretch beyond professional requisites. You get to have an optimized way of living and being. 7. Avoid the overwhelming commute stress. You cannot deny that commuting creates overwhelming anxiety, especially if you travel by public transport. Rush the road seems like a life mantra. But what if you get to spend a more quiet journey on your way to work? Imagine boarding a metro and getting the chance to read your favorite book for 15 minutes. Reaching early and setting up your desk for the day is a luxury that we all deserve. You must claim it by decreasing the number of hours you spend on the road. Well, waking up by 5:30 a.m. means you are done with household chores by 6:30. It leaves a margin of 2 to 3 hours before you get to work. Even after doing all you plan to, you get to leave early and reach work in time. 8. Improve sleeping. We sleep late usually because we have to work on the screen for piled up deadlines. Unfortunately, looking at screens can be inherently exhausting as it releases blue light that interferes with melatonin regulation in the body. When melatonin levels fluctuate, the mind loses its ability to have a proper sleep. It hence becomes important that you decrease your screen time at night and leave it for early morning. And hey, let me go off script here again as the narrator of this video. You know what I do? When I'm recording, I punch Shift F1 and turn off my screen of my PC so I don't have to see that blue light coming in. And I've found that I am able to narrate for many more hours per day because, well, my eyes don't get tired and I can fall asleep like a baby and enjoy the night. Okay, back on script. You will wake early only if you take a sound sleep at night. Having enough sleep it can change your life. Nighttime is gloomier than the day. Yes, you might be more productive during the night hours. However, when your work is done and you finally go to sleep, many thoughts begin to enter your mind. Your mind is already stretched beyond the limit. This consumes all the positivity, and you are forced to wonder about instances that create sadness. For quality sleep, you must go to bed early. 9. Spread good vibes, dude. All of us want to be that charismatic person who walks like a firework illuminating the whole room. Hey, where do you think that charm comes from? It comes from emotional security and confidence over the way one leads their life. Waking up early gives you agency over things, and you demonstrate the way they should progress. When you have control over what is happening to you in 24 hours, it automatically empowers you with a new sense of self-respect and self-worth. That is why most early risers give out a pleasant vibe that others appreciate. Lemony Snicket says, "Morning is an important time of the day because how you spend your morning can tell you what kind of a day you are going to have." Okay, it's not a perfect voice, so shoot me. If you have a healthy morning for yourself, you automatically set the tone of a day that is going to be warm and cozy. A secret tip: waking up early can help you have healthier skin because of the absorption of vitamin D. 10. Learn to discipline yourself. One of the most important benefits of waking up by 5:30 a.m. is that you learn to lead a more disciplined life. You do not struggle to maintain a balance because you have wasted the most important hours of your day. You can easily respond to emails on time, spend hours working out, eat healthy food, and spend time in activities that you like. You can switch from one hobby to another. That is the right way of living. Hal Elrod says, "How we start our day determines how we create our life." Are you snoozing through your morning? Snoozing through your life? Snoozing through unlimited potential? Well, if yes, then it is time to rage against things that hold you back and claim a life that defines you. It is simple to understand. When you have more number of hours at hand, your mind builds up the energy to function and organize better. It regiments your ideas and thoughts and gives you the motivation to allow change. Here are some points that can help you rise by 5:30 a.m. 1. Go to bed before 12. Do not extend your boundaries one day and shrink them the other. Move slowly. Decide on going to bed early and stick to your decision, even if you do not feel sleepy. Discipline yourself into following the routine, and you will fit into the habit. 2. Wake up at the first alarm. Convince your mind that longer sleep is dangerous, and it will make you lose out on remarkable experiences. The first few days might be hard, but keep on challenging yourself. Wake up as soon as you hear your first alarm the next morning. 3. Award yourself if you follow the routine. Give yourself a small treat or gift if you stick to your decision. It is a sign of maturity. Embrace that. It will inspire you to maintain the habit of sleeping early. You deserve the reward of beating your past self. 4. Fight the tough days. You will not wake up feeling motivated every day. Even on days when you do not have the willpower to pull yourself together, keep on reminding yourself of what you will miss if you leave the habit of waking up early. 5. Work out with a friend or neighbor. If you are committed to participating with someone in a dance routine, workout, or jog, you feel you are responsible for showing up. You will want to keep to a promise, and you will automatically wake early for them, if not for you. Lastly, let Antonio Brown's words beat against your heart. If you want to be the best, you can't take the path of least resistance. Every morning you wake and your mind tells you you're too early, and your body tells you you're a little too sore. But you've got to look deep within yourself and know what you want and what you're striving for. Amen. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, comment, and especially subscribe to the channel. You are also free to receive the new book, 7 Secrets to Change Your Life Now, by clicking on the link in the description below the video. Yeah, down there. See it? Right there. Click, like, click, red box, subscribe. Thanks!